My name is Chris Weigel, and this is Berkley Local, which is the monthly show for the Berkley Chamber of Commerce. And joining me today from Woodward Corner Market, Ashley DeWicki and Natalie Rubino are here. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Natalie. How are you doing today?
Hi. Good afternoon. We're doing great. Thanks for having us today.
Thanks for joining me. Ashley is the marketing manager. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes. And Natalie, you're the store director.
Correct.
Okay. So why don't you tell me what are the responsibilities of each of your positions? What do you do, Ashley, for Woodward Corner Market?
So for our store, it's really nice because being at Woodward Corner Market, as opposed to a Meijer Supercenter that you would go to, we have a lot of more autonomy to be able to interact with the community. So a lot of my job is interacting with different organizations, different nonprofits, schools to sponsor, give donations, plan events. So that's a big chunk of my job there, is just interacting with the community and also our local vendors. I coordinate different events, different demos, samplings with them. I also manage our social media, our online presence, and our in-store signage.
And Natalie, what do you do at the store? What does store director do?
So very similar to many other grocery stores, I lead a team of about 50 team members here. But the big focus, and Ashley has indicated, is really our focus of the community and our customers and what brings them in. And the biggest pillar that we have here is local. And so if you were at our store, you would see that at every department that we have, from bakery all the way to grocery to our dairy department, has a huge local assortment of all the communities surrounding Royal Oak. So Berkley, Clawson, Birmingham, and even we have many, many items in the Detroit area. So we lead a team that drives loyalty and customer base. We're unique in our own way, as we are a neighborhood market that focuses on community. We have a lot of volunteer work that we put into every year that really creates an amazing connection with our customer base and our community. And then in addition to that, we have basically, from an assortment perspective, all groceries that you need on a daily basis. So you can fill your cart up for $15 and get quite a bit. But in terms of what we have everything from meat, deli, grocery, all the way to a really good bottle of bourbon, if you're interested. And then in addition to that, we are known for our self-checkouts here. So our speed of checkout and everything that we have that is convenient for our customers is very quick, especially if you're in a rush and you need to load up your groceries and leave for the day. But overall, it's been truly exciting. We've been open for 3 years, and I have been leading this team, and I wouldn't do it without the passion and excitement that my team has for the items that we carry here in our building.
Tell me exactly, where is this location? Where are you?
Woodward Corner Market is located on 13 in Woodward. We are actually almost right in front of Beaumont Hospital, which is one of the biggest hospitals in our country. We're connected with other tenants in the area, but we're definitely right off of 13 in Woodward, and we're in a pretty good location in the Royal Oak area and borderline to Berkley.
And you say you've been there 3 years now, correct? And was this is sort of would you say it's a partnership with Meijer and the local community? How does that work?
Yeah, I'll tell you a little history about this. So we opened up in January of 2020, so 3 years ago. And the idea and concept of Woodward Corner Market, and if you were to see my uniform, it says Meijer too, is that we are connected with Meijer. But what Meijer wanted to do, and most of everybody that knows Meijer knows of the big super centers. But Woodward Corner Market is a neighborhood market that focuses on local, fresh, and value. And this was our idea to really spin off something different for our customers. In addition to the super centers, and now what you're seeing in a couple other cities around us, Macomb and Lake Orion, are grocery stores as well. So this store is 40,000 square feet. So much smaller than what you would see if you went to a super center. But we are connected with Meijer. We still work and are happy to be part of the Meijer umbrella, as each store, whether it's big or small, focuses on our communities. Ashley, I don't know if you want to add to that. Yeah.
We also carry Meyer brand products, so shopping those items, and also you can use your M perks here, so you can get those rewards if you're not near a big super center, or you want to do a smaller shopping experience, get in and get out really quickly. That's what a lot of our customers say is that they enjoy. It's not as hectic. They're able to have a quick, clean shopping experience, get in, get out, and still get the perks of the Meyer rewards.
Did Meyer launch this initiative, or was there an existing store? What was the origin of this?
Yeah, so the first one that opened was in August of 2018 in Grand Rapids, where our corporate office is at. And it's called Bridge Street Market, on Bridge Street Market in downtown Grand Rapids. So they were the first. They were the entrepreneur of this concept. And they did so well that they said, hey, I want to look at another area that could potentially really drive community and customers. And they thought Royal Oak. When this tenant area opened up, there was room for us to put a 40,000 square foot building in here. And we made it happen. And it's been nothing but an amazing experience thus far.
And what sort of connection do you guys have with local businesses or local suppliers? Is that a unique point?
It's probably, Chris, one of the biggest parts of our job, and including Ashley, myself, and my team, is how we connect with local businesses in our area, and also our vendor community. It's great that I sell local barbecue sauce or local pies, but it's most important the connection that we have with them and our relationships. In addition to that, we have been members of the Berkley Chamber since 2019. I met Darlene over 3 years ago at Chris Belly's over a cup of soup. And I never thought that today we would be where we are with the Berkley Chambers and the Royal Oak Chambers, and all the businesses and people that we have been able to meet, connect, and build relationships with has been nothing but amazing. We host here in our coffee shop, we host Berkley Chamber chats. There's many different things that we do. We just recently had the hometown art show with the Berkley School, and we have a really unique art piece that is in our front entrance from really, really cool students that put together with Berkley Elementary School. So I think, truthfully, our job is how we connect with the community. And I don't think that we would be as successful as we are today if it wasn't the involvement, engagement that we have with our surrounding cities. And Berkley is one that has just been really there for us, and we've been there for them in so many different ways. And we're really looking forward to another great year and fun summer in 2023.
Now, how are these events? How do you build this calendar? Is that something you do, Ashley? How do you guys decide what happens in the store beyond just selling food?
Yes. So a big part of my job is planning the different events. And a lot of times we work with our local vendor community to do that. And it kind of just depends what's happening seasonally. We like to hit the big events like holidays. We have a trick-or-treating event that we do every year, an Easter egg hunt. So big things like that where we try and get the community to come in and interact with our local vendors. That's the biggest thing I always tell our local vendors is that coming into demo, getting in front of the people, having them try your product, that's the best way to get new shoppers. So that being able to provide that to our community, these events are just something that a lot of the times it's just an extra bonus for us to be able to provide that to the community, because I don't think you could go to a Meyer Supercenter and go do an Easter egg hunt. So it's a lot of fun to be able to put on those like smaller events and get to be interacting with the community in that way.
Does the Easter Bunny show up in person for this event, or is there a waiting list, or what's the plan?
Yes, last year the Easter Bunny did show up. I gotta contact him this year to make sure he's still coming, but I think he'll definitely be here this year.
And are these events similar across all corner market locations, or do you customize them for your area here in Berkley and Royal Oak?
Yes. So there is a person like me at every market format store that we have. And they have the autonomy to make different events the way that they see fit. So say a Easter egg hunt works for us, but it might not work for another market. So they have complete flexibility to do what works best for them, what works best for their community. So it kind of just all depends.
Go ahead, Natalie.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to highlight regarding events that I think is important that we've been able to do now that we're out of the virtual Zoom meetings that we always have, is celebration of diverse events and months. So for example, last month in February for Black History Month, we went to Rivertown Market, which is another market under the Meyer umbrella, and we celebrated Black-owned businesses. And this upcoming Wednesday, with collaboration with Ashley and myself and the community, I have a celebration for Women History Month. And we've got 4 women-owned businesses coming up to speak and talk about their story, their challenges, their successes. And we're also serving lunch with local product that we have here in our building. So when we talk about events, Ashley indicated a lot of it is holiday driven, but we also really want to highlight how we can celebrate diversity and inclusion. And some of these months that we've been able to really run with and have a lot of fun with, quite honestly. I mean, I'm really excited to celebrate Women History Month next week, as March is Women History Month. And then there's many more events to come as we get into the summer months as well, like Pride, for example.
And you have a full calendar planned out for the rest of the year, or?
Yes. And our calendar is booking up very fast. I told it, Ashley and I met yesterday. I'm like, whoa, because not so much is it in our store, we also get out into the community and volunteer. So for example, Berkley is known for Art Bash, and that's probably one of the biggest events that I love to go to. And our team has a booth there every year where we talk about our store and we talk to new people, new customers, and then also really get to have fun at Art Bash. That's a big event for Berkley, and we love to be part of that one.
And Ashley, how can we find out about this calendar of events?
Yes, so if you follow our social media, our Facebook page has all of our upcoming events listed, such as for Women's History Month, every Sunday this month from 12 to 4 p.m. we have local vendor samplings from our women-owned businesses. So you can come in and try some of those samples, support those vendors. So anytime we have any events, I will be sharing them on our Facebook page, and you can follow us there.
And we'll put up that info at the end of the show on all of your socials. And I definitely encourage, I was told by my producer specifically to look out for your TikTok account. It's supposedly it's the most exciting Meyer/Woodward Corner Market affiliated TikTok account in the state of Michigan. That's what I was told. And I'm sure it's true.
I appreciate that.
Yes. So the local vendors, local businesses, so why was that important? How does that differ from a traditional Meyer store? And if I'm a local business or vendor, how do I get involved with Woodward Corner Market?
Well, I mean, back in 2019, when before the 4 walls were even built here, it was really my job was really getting out to the community and understanding what would work in our department. So for example, bakery, going to Berkley and meeting Elwin from Elwin and Company and trying his phenomenal scones. And so it's really that engagement piece talking, does it work for you? And does it work for me? And when we capture that, then we identify that they can become part of our store. And so that's really what separates us from the supercenters. I think the supercenters and the big box Meyer stores are doing an amazing job with local. But what makes us unique, and where I take the most passion and pride, and I know Ashley does as well, is just how we can highlight our vendors. We can actually have Elwin come in with a table during Woodward Dream Cruise or any big event and sell or talk about his product and sample it and give the customers an opportunity to try it, where it just makes it unique and fun. And so I think that's, again, I say that's one of our biggest parts, but I think that's how we've been able to connect with the community is if you look at our assortment and you were to walk through our 40,000 square foot building, basically everything that we have in every area in our department specializes in something very local to us in this area.
Mm-hmm. I think adding on to that too, our store is a great stepping stone for a lot of vendors. So like Natalie said, hyper local. There's vendors that are in the surrounding cities that just started their business and they need assistance on multiple things from product labeling to understanding how to bring in their product, like little things like that, that like bigger, still Michigan made products, like you can think Better Made or Hudsonville, like those are still Michigan products, but they're huge and they're in every store. Whereas we can support these hyper local vendors and be a stepping stone to get them set up to where they can potentially get to those Meyer Supercenters and help them grow their business.
Absolutely.
Do you have any events during the year that are like just focused on these local businesses, or maybe introducing some of them? What are those as opposed to the Easter egg hunt type events?
Yeah, I'm going to let Ashley talk about this one because she actually created this event. We all know how busy the Woodward Dream Cruise is. And we developed an event called Taste of Cruise that specializes in our local vendors. So I'll let Ashley talk about that one.
Yes. Yeah. Taste of Cruise is probably our biggest event of the year. We have usually 10 to 20 vendors that set up shop outside of our store, and they're able to come in and sample their products. And a lot of the time we have people from different stores, different Meyer corporate that'll come and be able to experience the event, taste these products, and be able to have these vendors just be able to grow their business, get their name out there. It really helps them, and it helps them get that exposure that they need. So we do that. We've done different events where we have potential new local vendors come in with different other markets, and they are able to pitch their products. So we definitely have different like workshops. We help them in store. So if a new vendor comes in, brings their samples, but they're still at a starting place and they don't know what to do, we're here to help them. So we have a lot of different programs like that.
And they should just contact you directly or contact the store for your new vendor?
Yeah, I mean, we have many vendors. Even today, a gentleman came in with his salsa and, asked to see me. And, it's really just looking, sampling, talking, understanding if the pricing works in terms of what we go for from a retail perspective, a price perspective. But a lot of it is more than just contacting. A lot of vendors just come right in and say, hey, this is my business and I want to be part of Woodward Corner Market.
Can you think of any product from a vendor that is completely unique to your location that you're pretty sure isn't anywhere else in any other stores? Anything really local that stands out in your mind, or something that people should really go to find out about it?
Yeah, there's so many. But if I were to highlight some that have really taken off, I'd like to highlight a program that we launched during the pandemic when the restaurants were only carryout. We created what we call a meal to go program, and we carry restaurants in the surrounding area of Royal Oak, but they're meals that basically you come in and take home and warm up and it's ready for you. So for example, we carry Zioli's, which is a restaurant in Clawson, and they're known for their lasagna. They were with us when the heat of the pandemic was around and their business was basically shut down, and we helped their business survive by carrying their lasagna here in our store. So I would like to say I'm confident that we're unique to have about 5 to 6 restaurants on one of our refrigerated end caps that highlights a grab and go convenient meal to take home to yourself or your family. And again, Zioli's is just one of them, Zioli's lasagna, but there's so many more. I would need about 30 more minutes to tell you, Chris.
Well, you speak about stuff during COVID, and we have some photos here, and also you opened in January of 2020, which was like right on the cusp of COVID. So there were obviously some very unique situations and challenges. I have a photo here that's labeled Beaumont Food Trucks from COVID-20, which is pretty small. Can you tell me about that food truck or what that was about during COVID?
Yeah, so that literally was, we opened in January and in May for an entire month, we wanted to support our healthcare heroes at Beaumont. And with the collaboration and partnership of the community affairs team at Meyer Corporate and our team at Woodward Corner, we had grab and go items from hot coffee to snacks to healthy granola bars, hummus, dips, and things like that we put on this truck. And 4 weeks in the month of May, the entire month of May, we took that truck to Beaumont right in front of the hospital during lunch hour and gave away, no charge, hot coffee and food to our healthcare workers who were able to step out on their busy shifts during this time and be able to support them and say, we're here for you at Woodward. It's definitely a month, Chris, that I'll never forget. I think our team will never forget. It was a lot of work because not only were we busy here in the store, I could remember us being lined up outside the store because we were so busy, and then also working on taking this truck to Beaumont. But we did it, and we were happy that we were able to support our healthcare heroes, and they really were, and they still are. But that was our time to say thank you as we were giving out hot coffee and snacks and lunchable items to the hospital of Beaumont.
And then since COVID, what becomes of those food trucks now? Do you guys still do anything with the food truck program through your store?
Not well, that food truck and many food trucks are used throughout the Meyer company, whether it's a big event. But what we like to do typically with food trucks is if we were to have an event here like Taste of Cruise or a local fall fest that we have outside in October during falls, we like to have our local vendors bring their own food trucks and have them display them in front of the store. For example, there's a cotton candy vendor, Spun Sugar, and she had a really cute food truck where her and her children were spinning cotton candy and passing it out to families.
And I have some other pictures here. Earlier, Ashley, you said M Perks works at your store, right? But then I also have something, the Perk discount is, I'm guessing that's through the chamber, right? Or is that something different? What is that?
Yes. So the Perk is a discount card that you can purchase at our store. And with this card, you can get a discount every single time you shop at our store and other participating businesses. So if you look on the Perk website, it has all the businesses listed that opted in to give this discount, but we are offering, I believe it's...
Right now, it's 5 off of 50.
Yes, 5 off of 50 every single time you shop and show your Perk at checkout.
And that promotion changes throughout the year, but it is a year-long promotion. And there are other businesses in Berkley that are part of this card, which is really cool. And I think it's just an amazing way to connect with the community.
The other photos we have are a lot of ribbon cutting from 2020, and it's like celebrating your third anniversary. So the first 3 years, obviously, your store, this idea, it was unique within the Meyer system. But on top of it, because of COVID, the unique level, if you can imagine it, probably skyrocketed based on what you told me. What are you predicting for the next 3 years here at Woodward Corner Market?
That's a great question. That's all we think about is growth. And when I say growth, it's how can we drive more customers, whether they're at Beaumont visiting a patient or whether they live right here in the community. So what we look at from the next 3 to 5 years is one, to keep the momentum of our passion for the community. So we can't do it without our team. So I talked about our 50 team members that we have here, and you saw that great picture of our amazing team. Is we have to continue to sustain the passion. I think that's what makes us unique as well, is that the passion that each person here cares about each other, our team, and our customers. And if we continue that and sustain that, we'll be able to drive growth and loyalty and become the number one competitor in this area and the surrounding cities. And so I believe that we have done that over the last 3 years. But in order to do that, again, I always say if you take care of your team, you can take care of your customers. And I think that's something that I need to continue to live by, and our team does as well, in order to continue to drive the growth and meet new people in their community.
Do you find people that are coming to work for your location that worked at other stores or other locations in the Meyer family? Or how do you
Yeah.
attract people to your team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, we opened our store 3 years ago, and I say that we still have most of our team is the same team that we've had. And that's, having a very little amount of turnover is something to be said about the culture of our store. And the autonomy, Ashley had indicated being flexible and having autonomy. Our team's empowered to make decisions. And so others know that, hey, I want to go to Woodward Corner Market. And, we empower our team to get out there and meet new vendors and meet new folks that have small businesses and want to see small businesses grow. That's what makes this store so exciting.
Well, Ashley and Natalie of Woodward Corner Market, we only have a few moments left. What, in looking back at those 3 years, is there anything that stands out as like your favorite moment, a strange moment, something that you hadn't seen before working in grocery, or maybe like a favorite type of cut of bread? Anything that stands, any special, any unique moments at the Woodward Corner Market?
I think just there's little moments. And they seem small, but in the grand scheme of things, like I had a customer send me a message on Facebook, and they were asking about a certain product that they couldn't find anymore. Their daughter was, you name it, gluten-free, peanut-free, had a lot of allergies. They were looking for a specific product and couldn't find it. And we were able to work with them to get it in so that they could buy it here at the store, and her daughter could have this treat that normally she couldn't have. So stuff like that. She took a picture with her daughter in our little shopping carts filled up with the product, and it's little moments like that where it's like I feel like we're making a difference in people's lives just from being able to work with them directly. Whereas if you went into a Meyer Supercenter, it wouldn't be as easy to get a product in like that. So we're very able to just help out the community in any way that we can. So little moments like that where I feel like we made a difference in her life to be able to carry this product directly.
Yeah, for me, Chris, I know you've heard many stories about the pandemic, but for being in a grocery store and seeing our team come to work every day and be brave and take care of our customers and community is something that I'll never forget. I've been in the grocery business for 22 years, and I never have experienced something like I have here at Woodward during 2020 into 21. And it really was something amazing to see, because our team came to work every day and said, I'm here for you and I'm here for the customers. In addition to that, we created this loyal, clean, calm shopping experience when it was so crazy. So that would be my number one. And I just have to say that. The next one I would have to say quickly is just recently, 2 days or 3 days before Christmas, we had probably one of the biggest snowstorms I think we've had this winter. And not only did we have the holidays, but we also had a huge snowstorm, and we never had a customer wait in line. We never ran out of anything in the store. And I'm confident to say we had everything that you needed for your holiday meal. And, the week after that, I had a huddle with my team, and I said, we never had one customer complaint. And it was a reflection of the team, highly satisfying our customers, and also making sure our customers got in and out and back in their cars when the roads were not very good, and back home to their families. So those are two very important memories that I'm truly proud of.
So Woodward Corner Market definitely taking a smaller footprint than traditionally found in the Meyer family, and really integrating yourself and embroiling yourself in the local community, more than just selling staples. So again, what's your location, what's your hours, and how can we contact you?
You can find us on our website at woodwardcornermarket.com, and Ashley can tell you all of our social media platforms that we have that tell our story about our store. And so that's Instagram and Facebook. Am I missing anything, Ashley?
We're on LinkedIn,
Yep.
TikTok. We have our website. You can follow us and keep up with all of our events and reach out if needed.
Thank you. Fantastic. This is wonderful. And we got through the entire show without a Department 99. That's fantastic. And, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate your time. Have a good day.
Now we can play this music. There we go.